What is up, beautiful people? My name is Sky. This is Sunshine FC, and it is time for another video. As you can see, we're doing something a little bit different today, as I am posting a video instead of going live. But the reason why I'm doing that is because the end of season is upon us, and because of that, I wanted to kind of bridge the gap between my two loves, which is reading and football, and find a way for us to kind of do something different during the off season. So I thought it would be fun for us to have a football, related or football themed book club for the off season months. So that's for June, July, and August, where we will pick a football themed read each month and then have a live stream where we discuss and review the book together. So for the remaining months, I think in the book club, I'll let you guys pick. But for the first month, I'm going to have 3 options, and then you guys can pick from those 3. So why not, freshen up on our football knowledge, or maybe read about an iconic figure, an iconic team, an iconic club during the off season. Now, this is not just strictly for United reads. I'm open to reading anything about any club, about any icon, manager, whatever gets chosen is what we'll read. Officially, I am titling the book club the Rabona Reads Book Club because that's pretty much the only word that I could find that would be a good alliteration with a football term and a reading term. If you have a different one, please let me know.
Okay.
But for right now, this is the Rabona Reads Book Club. We're going to get into the first 3 books that I have for the poll. And all you have to do to vote is put which book you'd want to read in the comments, or you'd be up to reading in the comments. I am going to post this on my Instagram and my TikTok as well. So it's going to be from all of those platforms. And then whichever one gets selected is the book that we'll read for June. So we're going to go ahead and get into the books that I have for the poll. So Fever Pitch is by Nick Hornby, and its description is: for many people, watching football is mere entertainment. To some, it's more like a ritual, but to others, its highs and lows provide a narrative to life itself. Nick Hornby, his devotion to the club, has provided one of the few constants in a life where the meaningful things like growing up, leaving home, and forming relationships, both parental and romantic, have rarely been as simple or as uncomplicated as his love for Arsenal. Fever Pitch is his tribute to a lifelong obsession. Part autobiography, part comedy, part incisive analysis of insanity, Hornby's award-winning memoir captures the fever pitch of fandom, its agony and ecstasy, its community, and its defining role in thousands of young men's coming-of-age stories. Fever Pitch is one for the home team, but above all, it is one for everyone who knows what it really means to have a losing season. And that last sentence to me spoke to my heart. Now, as I film this, Manchester United have had the worst season in their club's history. We still could potentially win the Europa League, but if we win or if we don't, it's been a really bad season. And so, I thought this could be a great, fun, kind of lighthearted read for us. I kind of think I want to read this one the most, if I'm just putting my vote out there, because I want to read something lighthearted, like comedic, after having such a rough season, and I think this would be a great one, and I think you guys would like it as well. So that's going to be the first book. The next 2 on the poll are going to be autobiographies of some really iconic players. The first one is going to be Pele. A lot of people have read this book, and this one is basically on Pele, one of the biggest Brazilian generational talents. I would say one of the biggest football icons in history. And I don't know much about him. I don't know much about his life. I don't know much about his football career. And I just selfishly thought I would want to learn more about that. And, unfortunately with him passing away recently, I thought what better way to kind of understand him with reading his autobiography. So Pele, which is one that I know a lot of people have read, is another book that I have on the poll. So if this is a book that you want to read, make sure you let me know in the comments. Again, selfishly, because I am picking the first 3 books, I have a Manchester United icon on this list, and this one is Keane. A lot of people recommend this book. A lot of people have told me that I need to read it, and this is his autobiography. And I adore Roy Keane. I think he is so... he's like a teddy bear that's wrapped in rose thorns. Like, you either love him or you hate him. And I want to know more of his story. I want to know more about his time at United. And I thought, what better way to do that than to read his autobiography? So Fever Pitch, Pele, and Keen are the 3 books that are on the chopping block for June. Again, this is just 1 month. We have 2 other months in the reading club. And so if there's a book that you really want to read about your club, or a book that you think would be great to maybe understanding the sport, just keep that in the back of your mind, because that's a book that we can revisit moving forward. I'll make a whole spreadsheet of all of these books that come up, and we can rotate them as the months come on. Let me know when you guys are thinking of reading or want to read in the comments. I'll even do a poll on Instagram, and then I will announce the book that wins in a week, and then beginning of June we'll start reading it, and it'll be a lot of fun. And then of course probably mid-June I might give like a halfway through the month video update of where I am in the book and how I think it's going. And then end of the month, obviously, we'll do the live stream. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And again, I understand this might not be the most popular thing, but if you know a football fan or somebody who loves the sport who also loves reading and would be interested in this, please send this to them. This is just more for us as football fans to kind of, come together as a community, read and learn about different icons, different clubs during the off season when, we don't have much to do because there's not as much football on the screen. Football is life! Now I understand we have Club World Cup this summer, and then of course we'll have the World Cup next summer. So it's not like there's not going to be no football on the screen, but with no league play, Champions League, all of that, I thought there's no better way for us to kind of get through those months than reading a book. So, and plus, again, these 2 things are things that I love with my whole heart. I mean, you can see I have a bookshelf right here. I have 2 more full bookshelves in another room, and I also have another bookshelf back there that you guys can see. So reading is part of me, and I wanted to find a way to kind of make these 2 things work without overdoing the reading content on this channel. So reading in the off season, I think, would be the best solution. So I'm really excited about this. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave the book that you'd be interested in reading most in the comments, and I will catch up with you next week to talk about and discuss which book will win. As a reminder, Amazon links are in the description. I wouldn't necessarily buy any of them, unless you want to read them all, but just wait. Maybe just click on the links to see what the book's about, see maybe if you can get it on Kindle, because some of these books might be free if you have a Kindle, and you can get the Kindle app for free on an iPad. You don't necessarily have to have a Kindle. Also, you can get the Kindle app on your phone, so you don't even have to have an iPad or a Kindle, and you can read books from there. I do that all the time. So we don't want us spending a lot of money here. It's just us finding ways to read books. If you have a library in the area, check out your local library. Could be there as well. So I'm rambling. I'm gonna go, but thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.